Hi Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I am going to be doing your Mercury retrograde reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out my channel. It really helps me out. It makes me unbelievably happy, so thank you so much. If you are interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed and linked in the description box below. Now before I begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. Let's let the bowls sing as we see what the tarot has to say. How will Pisces be affected by Mercury retrograde? May 29th to June 22nd, 2021. How will Pisces be affected by Mercury retrograde? May 29th to June 22nd, 2021. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Fantastic. How will Pisces be affected by Mercury retrograde? May 29th to June 22nd, 2021. How will Pisces be affected by Mercury retrograde? May 29th to June 22nd, 2021. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. So this is the energy that crowns us, the above, and this is the energy that roots us, the below. Right. So we have Judgment, and we have the Queen of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, arising out of a box, out of confinement, out of doubt and fear. And then we have the Five of Wands and the Four of Pentacles. The Five of Wands is chaos for the sake of chaos. The Four of Pentacles is vampiric energy. There's something that's trying to stop us from rising, becoming, achieving, and tapping into our magic, our creative, powerful energy during this time. But it's not only during this time. It's like this energy that's trying to say, no, you can't, when we know that we can. So that's going to be one of the things that we're battling against during this retrograde. And let's see the energy that we have to be mindful of during this time. What is the energy that Pisces needs to be mindful of during Mercury retrograde? May 29th to June 22nd, 2021. What is the energy that Pisces needs to be mindful of during Mercury retrograde? May 29th to June 22nd, 2021. Angels and spirit guides. Ooh, the Princess of Wands. Yeah. So it's a creative energy that isn't going to be productive. So we have to be very mindful of getting caught up in childishness, and that's what I'm really seeing here. It's in princess behavior. It's like, oh well, I need to do this. I need to have this, and it's not just going to be us. A lot of people during Mercury retrograde, we only see our own little bubble, our own little self. And so everybody has been being warned, well, not everybody, but many, many signs have been being warned not to be in their own way. And this here, it's like not to let our expectations exceed what we can actually do, what we can actually bring to the table. And this isn't putting, this is saying don't put more burdens on yourself. Take things one step at a time. How will Pisces be affected by Mercury retrograde? May 29th to June 22nd, 2021. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Rebirth. This is the Earth Star Chakra located 6 inches below our feet. We're being transformed. And we can see that with the judgment. We're rising out of our box, out of our dismay, out of our doubt, out of our fear. This is a sense of being reborn, of, changing, becoming, and saying, I'm not staying where I once was. I'm not staying stuck. I'm not staying held back. There is more here than meets the eye, and I'm embracing that more. And then with the judgment, here with the Princess of Wands, before we begin, there's a transformation that is happening towards new understandings, new insights. And what's here is like, it's just saying, don't push yourself so hard that you miss the beauty of it, that there's this grandiose, oh, let me prove to everybody, and we miss the subtle power of what's coming around us. Judgment, the energy that's rooting us during this time, is a sense of rising out of the box. It can be rising out of conformity. It can be rising out of the darkness that we have been in, the despair, the heartbreak, the pain, the disappointment, rising into where we want to be, into what we desire, into, a greater dream, a greater sense of prosperity, a greater sense of this is me, this is what I want from my life. And there's magic to it. There's beauty to it. There's a new dawn. There's a new understanding. There's a sense of power and becoming and insight and wonderment. But what we have crowning us kind of wants to take that all away. So it's battle for the sake of battle. Now, it can be that tempers are really rising high, and we have the sense of like one more frustration put on our backs, the sense of, well, I want to do this, but I have to do this. This is chaos within ourselves. This is chaos externally, where there's arguing, there's bickering, there's, battle for the sake of battle. And with the Five of Wands, we have to step back. We just do. We have to step back and say, no, this is not my path. This is not my way forward. This is not who I am. Because if we let the battle, especially during Mercury retrograde, where everything is topsy-turvy and everybody is mishearing each other, and we have these agendas, but we don't know how to, make these agendas work, this can just be a time of constant arguing, constant bickering. And if you want something that makes Pisces just want to hide away, just want to sink away, give a Pisces constant arguing, give a Pisces constant bickering, and see them just shrivel up. It's like it just becomes too much. And so here, it's not walking into that trap, and it's looking at the vampiric energy that's taking away the magic, the passion, and saying, well, what is it? What is it that's draining me? Is it what I'm trying to achieve? Is it the people that I'm working with? Is it the people that I'm connecting with? Are the people that I thought were friends and then realized, whoa, they're not? What is this? What is this energy that drains me? What is it that drains me instead of building me up? What is it that I have to look at more openly, more honestly, more powerfully for myself? Because once we start to see the vampiric energy, once we start to see where we're holding on instead of releasing, because we need to let the energy flow. And it's kind of like locking all the doors and all the windows and then saying, oh my gosh, the room is stuffy or the house is stuffy and no fans can go. The vampiric energy, it drains us like that. It has us being just absolutely suffocated. And so here, it's like, what is suffocating me? And we find ourselves coming out of that box, out of that suffocation, out of that place that we just don't want to be. There's no beauty in it for us. There's a sense of, if I stay here, the only thing I have to sacrifice is everything that I am. And at one point or another, that might have been okay. It might have been okay, the box is safe. Everything that I am, I'm not really sure about. But if I stay here, the only thing I have to give up is me. And that's not a price we're willing to pay anymore. It's just not. It moves us to looking at our fierceness, our determination, our desire, our sense of what I want and where I need to be, and letting that ground us. Letting the magic, again, with the Queen of Wands, letting the magic of discovery, of beauty, of saying, but this is what I want. This is where I stand. This is what I need. Becoming a part of us, and a powerful part of us. And it starts to heal the battles, because it's like, I don't want endless battles anymore. I need beauty. And it brings us to the energy subconsciously to be mindful of. It's the Hierophant, which is so funny because so I had to start this reading 3 times because I kept on saying Taurus instead of Pisces. So the energy of Taurus is just coming through so strongly here. And we have to just be very mindful of letting our bullheadedness come forward and not embracing the sensitivity of a Taurus that plays off of the sensitivity of a Pisces and becomes this beautiful, practical combination. But it's the bullheadedness, it's the single-minded focus, it's the, no, it has to be done this way and I will not, that is going to be astoundingly troublesome for us and just not right with the energy that we need to be embracing during this time. If we have Taurus within our natal chart, that part of our personality is going to come out a lot, and it's going to be a bit more aggressive than we want it to be. We don't want aggression during this time. What we want is freedom of expression. Our subconscious chakra message is the inner child, is the heart chakra. This is a sense of becoming, of embracing, of looking who we once were and loving and understanding that person, that place of development, and seeing where we are now and still having that love, that acceptance, that grace for the way that we have transformed and for the person we have become. It moves us to our subconscious tarot message for our rooted self, which is the 4 of Swords. Honor the battles that you have been through. Honor the hurts, the pains, the disappointments that you have overcome. And connect. Connect with that warrior spirit. Connect with that brilliance. Connect with that hope. Connect with that self. Instead of thinking, oh my gosh, I shouldn't have had to have gone through this. Saying, this has made me the extraordinary person that I am. Because we're made up of our battles. Our subconscious message that crowns us is the 9 of Swords. And the 9 of Swords is nightmares, doubts, and fears. A sense that I'll never get there. And subconsciously, that's what we're fighting against. The fact that we feel like we'll never get there. That the hurt, the pain, the disappointment will always be. And that's just not truth. And so what we're crowned with during this time, whether we realize it or we don't, are the nightmares, are the doubts and the fears. Subconsciously, they come in and it makes for the battlefield. It makes for the energy being drained. And we have to call it out. And we have to say, I'm not my fears. I am not my nightmares. I am so much more than I ever expected. All right, Pisces. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we face this Mercury retrograde face on, head on, and we transform because of it. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Pisces.